Good evening everybody and welcome to my channel. It's a beautiful, I think it's about 6 o'clock here in Italy. It's a beautiful hot day. So if you haven't been to my channel before, I paint my own tarot cards, and this is because I learned it during lockdown and I only had playing cards in the house, even though tarot originated from playing cards. And today I've painted 3 new cards, and I was listening to a beautiful meditation, and I think I'll put it in the link below, by the Honest Guys, and I was really inspired to make these images. And I actually don't know what the meaning is yet, because what I do is just rely on my spirit guides to tell me what the meaning is. So we're going to use them in today's readings, and I will just, let the information come through me. So the question tonight is he coming back? Okay, is he coming back? So this is for anyone in separation, no contact, argument, divorce, whatever. Is he coming back? And I don't know what the cards are below. And this is pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3, and I'll just show you the cards up close. I just make them like in about 2 minutes flat. So this is a beautiful scene. Well, I think you can see in the forest with the sun shining through and beautiful flowers at the bottom there. And this is a fairy circle. This is a fairy circle. I can't believe as a child, I started like drawing toadstools. Was one of the first things I started to draw. Now, as an adult, I'm drawing them again. And this is one of my favorites. And this is a lily pond. And you can see under the water, it's kind of supposed to be top and bottom, above and below, with the koi fish there. Okay, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Is he coming back? Okay, so let's go to pile 1. Is he coming back? I don't know the cards under here, so it's as much a surprise to me as it is to you. So as I lay these out, I just want to thank all my subscribers, and also let you know I do private readings, and I like to do them at a very reasonable rate at just £75. That's because I saw 75. £25, because I feel everyone should have access to tarot, and the link is in the description below the video. So the question here is he coming back? So let me just tune in a little bit with this and see what's happening. Okay guys, so I've got the answer for you. Still don't know what my spirit guides are going to say, how this dovetails in, so I'm really excited to find out in the reading sort of what comes forward. So the question is he coming back? And according to this, that he is coming back, but he's not coming back without some grief. Okay, sadness, right? He's not coming back and pretending that everything has been fine before. He has a lot of feeling of loss here. He's got a lot of sadness, deep grief here, and really feels shut out of your life, which can be quite strange because sorry, that card's distracting me. It's speaking to me. It can be strange because when we split up, we think, well, they've shut us out. Do you know what I mean? And then the other person thinks, well, no, she shut me out. Do you know what I mean? And this is why we split up, isn't it? Because we have 2 different versions of what happened. But yeah, he wants to come back, and he's going to message you, quite a small message with this page energy. And it is going to be a message where he feels compelled to contact you through desire, basically. It's going to be through desire more than love, if that makes sense. You know, he's maybe thinking about the passionate moments that you had. He's thinking about how beautiful you are. He's thinking about how attractive you are. He's thinking about those moments when, you know, when you were intimate. And it's really his desire that is igniting him to come back. And it's igniting him even though he feels this enormous loss of whatever's happened between you two. I mean, enormous loss, enormous grief, to the point where he had decided to walk away and go off and start, when I say start a new life, that's a bit strong. He decided to walk away. He didn't know what his future journey would be, you know, but he was like, oh, he'd had enough for whatever reason. But there was deep love here. This is an 8. There's only 9 and 10 in the cups, in the suite of cups. There's only 9 and 10 above this. So this is when someone walks away, but they don't want to, okay? But the situation has caused them. And then we have this lovely card of the Chariot, which has lots of different meanings. But in this one, it's like really moving forward to success. I don't feel it's a card where, because sometimes it can be moving in different directions. I'm not feeling that. I feel like when I'm looking at it today, it's, yeah, there's harmony here. There's an ability between you two to move forward. Much easier than probably you imagine with this. And with the Chariot, I think sometimes people forget there's a very mystical element to the Chariot. You can see the star there. I mean, stars are divine beings that illuminate our life and show us the way forward. And then there's this little lock on the front here as well. And these are actually not horses that pull the Chariot, but the Sphinx, which is a human-animal hybrid. So there's a lot of mysticism here, and I feel like it's that part of your relationship which is so compelling. And I don't know what sort of man he is in your life, sort of thing, but, you know, even if he's a sort of, you know, I mean it with respect, a non-intellectual sort of feet on the ground type of guy, you know, not into spiritualism or mysticism or anything like that. He can't help but, oh my God, this card is speaking to me. He can't help but feel this mystical connection between you. He can't help it, right? He maybe doesn't understand it. You know, for some of you, he will, okay? But for a lot of you, I feel like he maybe doesn't understand it. You know, but he just feels the connection. He doesn't know why, he can't explain it, and all the rest of it. He just knows it, right? And he's not going to put it, for some of you, he's not going to put it in fancy words. You know, in his head, is just like, I want her. You know, it's as simple as that. He doesn't know why, he just does, right? And that's why he's going to approach you like this. So as I was speaking there, this card is just calling out, which is such a beautiful gift from the spirit guys. And it's about the mysticism. When I was talking about the mysticism and the connection, you know, like when, oh, I'm getting shivers, you know, when you go into a forest or a woods and you go for a walk. It's funny, actually, in Italy they don't really have forests. Not the part that I'm in anyway. I'm in the south. You know, when you go for a walk and then there'd just be like a cluster of flowers underneath 2 trees and shafts of light just coming down, and you just feel that mysticism. It just hits you and you don't really understand it, but you're just beguiled by the moment, and you can just take loads of photos, and it really just doesn't translate in the photos what your feelings are. And this is, oh my God, this is amazing. right? I didn't know this. This is how he's feeling this connection with you. I feel this is what you're both feeling. You don't maybe fully understand it, but it's like these moments in nature and in the universe that compels us to feel things that we can't explain. We feel it, we can't explain. It's like love. You can't explain it. You can't explain why. I'm going to get upset now. Oh, God. Excuse me. Hold on a second. You can't explain why one person's touch is completely different from another person's touch. You can't explain why, I don't know, if you touch someone's face, it's etched in your heart and your memory forever. You know, you can't explain it. It happens, you know. And when people, when I was younger, right, we had, I worked in cosmetics, and we had a lot of older ladies working in cosmetics, and, you know, would maybe look at their partners and go, oh, they don't go together, or, you know, that sort of thing, you know, or they separated and divorced, and then they choose a new partner or whatever, and we go, oh my God, that's so strange. Because when you're young, you're very specific about who you choose. When you're older, you're not so fussy. This is for my older clientele, okay? You're not so fussy because these moments are imbued into when you meet someone. You start seeing, so when you're older, I don't know, for me, I start seeing beauty where I never seen it before. And it's about that intimate connection. It's not about their physical bodies. It's not even what they look like. It's about this chemistry. And I have been so lucky. Sorry, I feel like this is all about me and I'm speaking to you. But I just feel like I'm so lucky because I've had the experience late in life when I've met someone and had such a powerful chemistry that I've never experienced in my life before. Wow, okay, so this is how he's feeling about you, you know. He's maybe not laying in bed thinking of meadows or woodland, little, you know, secret woodland spots. But what he's thinking about is this, I feel like I'm getting a message more like, oh my God, this damn woman, you know, like I can't not think about her. I can't get her out of my head. So, yeah, so with this card, with him coming forward with a very small message, he's coming forward, but he really feels out in the cold. I mean, really, do you know what I mean? Like, he just feels like he's had everything's been ripped away from him, okay, when you separated. And oh, this is so funny. Sometimes on the sevens, I get complete blanks. It's so weird. That's so weird. Hold on a minute, guys. That's it. Sevens and fives. Let me just see if I can just pull that back. No, sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, that's so, gosh, that is so strange. If you're thinking, well, she's rubbish. She's a rubbish tarot reader. What it is, guys, I think about 4 years ago, I had a micro stroke, all right? And most of the time I'm fine. And then I just have these little weird little areas and my mind can just flatline. So anyway, yeah. So this is the Seven of Pentacles. And one of the reasons he's feeling so much loss is because he feels he invested a lot in this relationship and didn't get out of it what he wanted. All right, rightly or wrongly, okay? Maybe there wasn't any more to get out of it, but he just didn't feel he got it, whatever he was looking for. Doesn't mean that he didn't love you, doesn't mean that he didn't think you're awesome, doesn't mean that he thinks you're a 10, all right? It just means that maybe had an expectation that you would go this sort of distance together, or things would be smoother, or he didn't expect an argument, or he didn't expect a fallout, or he didn't expect himself to act such like an idiot. Do you know what I mean? It's not about the reflection of you, and it's not even a reflection of what you gave and what you didn't give. It's just his perception. That's all it is. It's just his perception, and maybe some of the things he was looking for were unrealistic. Yeah, it's possible. But that's the loss he's feeling. He just feels he put a lot in and didn't get it out. And sometimes people sabotage relationships, and then blame the other person. Okay, or if you feel this is true and you wish that you'd given more in the relationship, well, you're going to have a chance to give more. You're going to have a chance to give more. I've got a feeling with this, whatever he felt he lost here, he's really angry. I don't think he's going to come forward with really angry, but he's really angry. That's the sort, for some of you, that's what I'm feeling. Okay. And then we've got this lovely card here. When I drew this again, I just didn't even, I don't know, I was just wanting cards to define the 1, 2, 3 pile. But this has become such a powerful card. I see a lot of fertility in this card, but on this particular reading, I just see that you are two people that should be together. And I see a little bit of this going on here. Maybe you can't see it, but I just see the colours. You two were divinely created to be together. That's what I'm feeling. I don't know what you think this world is, you know, or whatever. I feel it's a holographic universe, like we're in a virtual reality game. And whoever programmed this programmed you and programmed him, or you switch up the gender, okay? Programmed her and programmed her. And you were always supposed to be together, no matter what circumstances are in this 3D reality. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're married or different ages, or I don't know, different sexual orientations or whatever it is. Okay, you were meant to be together. It doesn't matter if I don't know why I think of this. I often think of the inmate and the prison officer, you know, like, no, you shouldn't fall in love. Well, who says? Who says? The bank manager and the criminal that robs the bank. Well, you shouldn't fall in love. Who says? The executive and the cleaner. Well, no, you shouldn't fall in love. Who says? Who says? It's nonsense. Whatever role you play in this ridiculous 3D reality has nothing to do with what is already programmed before we all created this mad world. This is the true world. Gosh, this card's being powerful. This is the true world. In this world, I'm sorry if I'm rambling on, guys, but I just feel really deep tonight or this evening. In this world, there's no lack. In this world, everyone gets fed, watered, and shelter, all right, in abundance, and you don't have to go to work, and you can lay around all day eating apples off the tree, okay, and you can be your true selves, and you know, you don't have to, you know, worry about your security, and worry about your homes, and worry about your mortgage, and worry about your bills, and worry about your children, and worry about whether you're married or separated or in a relationship or out of a relationship. No, you just come together. Come together, and you two are destined to be together. And there's a beautiful, unique abundance in this. When I choose a lemon in a shop, I look at it for ages. I look at the skin, I look at the colour, I look at the plumpness, I look at the leaves, I match it against all the other lemons in the pile, because we have a natural ability to select what's right for us. So he's coming back. Don't say all that. Don't say all that, guys, when he comes back, because he'll think you're cuckoo. He's coming back, and I'll just pull one more card. I had a really weird thing today. I don't know if you guys are into, sorry about the wobbly camera. I don't know if you guys are into signs. I normally wear a love heart ring on this finger. I woke up this morning, my hands were very irritated, and I washed them in bicarbonate of soda to stop the irritation. I must have taken my ring off and I can't find it. So, and it's a love heart ring, so that's gone. And but I got another love heart show up because I decided to have a Bellini today, which is a drink. Look, there's a little love heart on the bottom of the cork. So one love goes out, next love comes in. All right, one more card. So he's coming back. Yeah, they're just saying, look, there was some sort of material financial investment in your relationship, and you're joined, you're infinite together, you know, your past lives and future lives together. And I hope that helps you maybe open up your heart and, you know, and rejoin, and just don't take this 3D crap so seriously and concentrate on the divine. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, especially with the meaning of this card coming through, which was really beautiful. Please leave a comment if that resonates. Thank you. Okay, so this is for everyone that picked pile 2, which is the fairy circle. I don't know what this card means at the moment, but we'll soon find out in the reading. So as I lay these cards down, I just want to say to you that thank you for all my subscribers. It really helps when you subscribe to me. I thank you so much. And for everybody that wants a personal reading, I absolutely love doing your personal readings at just £25 for a full hour personal reading, and the link is in the description. Okay, so let's have a look here. So the question is, will he come back? Or is he coming back? All right, got very, very mixed bag here. Just bear with me. I'm yawning, but I'm not tired. I think it's when I'm connecting with my spirit guides. They make me yawn. Okay. Let me just check here. That is such a, it's a 50-50 here. Let me just check here. That's a no, yes, no, yes, no, no. So it's more on the no. But I just want to check. Is he coming back? Is he coming back? Because I can't tell whether a lot of these are just... if cards fall out and I put them back in the pack, it's because I'm not feeling that they're falling out specifically for me, you know, like I feel like they haven't been chosen. Is he coming back? I feel like there's a desire to, I just don't know if he's actually going to. Is he coming back? Well, I think that one's pretty strong. Oh, can you believe it? That's the top card from the other pile that just flew out there. Okay. Which is absolutely brand new card. Okay. Oh my God. Look, I split, the pack split there. That's on the top. I'm not saying that's happening for you guys. I'm just saying that the kit's showing its face recently, like all the time. Is it coming back? I can see a lot. There's a desire to come back. There's 2 cards of desire and just a lot of loss here. Okay, is he coming back? Is he coming back? Is he coming back, please? If we could just have 1 card, please, not 6. Is he coming back? Maybe he's not coming back. But we're okay. We can handle that, can't we? We can handle that if that's the case. That's what tarot's for, isn't it? To tell us exactly what's happening. Is he coming back? Is he coming back, please? When I have to ask 6 times, it's just that they're waiting for me to shuffle in the right way so the card can come forward. Just 1 card, please. Is he coming back? Actually, I'm just going to go up here a little bit, because sometimes when I'm shuffling, I think people want to see it. Is it coming back, please? Too many cards. Is he coming back, please? I've got 2 cards sticking out there, but again, I don't feel that they're really... okay. We had that in the last one. How weird is that? We've got the voice. I feel like maybe he is and he's going to speak to you. Okay. Quite nice stuff. Or is he just going to speak and not come back there? It's a manifestation card. Okay, I think I've got my answer, but I'm just going to pull 1 more. Right, okay, I think I've got my answer, guys. It may not be the answer you want to hear. Okay, so I'll just put that down there. So the question was, is he coming back? I'm just going to put those to the side at the moment because these were the main cards. So I feel in this reading there's a real desire to come back with this card of celebration. This is a real desire to rejoice in a reunion. It's the 3 of Cups. I mean, really, really rejoice in the reunion. And we've got this beautiful 6 of Cups as well, which is about reconciliation. It's about a person from your past coming forward. So there's a good indication that he is coming back. The only reason that I'm hesitant is because he's finding it a very difficult decision to come back. All right. To make that decision, he's not sure, and this is crowned by the 4 of Cups, because I feel like what he hasn't been able to do in the past is take your cup of love, or vice versa, or you haven't taken his cup of love to make this a stable relationship. You haven't got to that point, and I feel like also he's feeling very despondent about the relationship. You know, like sometimes they sort of say, well, a little bit of depression as well, you know, like melancholy, basically, about the relationship. And I feel like this is what he desires, but there's been an awful lot of heartache here in this relationship. And sometimes I feel like we don't feel guys feel that sort of heartache the same as us, okay? But they do. They just handle it in a very different way, in a much more logical way. And there's a high possibility for some of you in this reading that there's a third-party situation. And yeah, just look at this loss. I mean, you know, like he is feeling a huge amount of loss in this relationship, far more probably than you believe. But he's in love with you, and there's the 2 cups that are linked by the infinity knot, and he's in love with you, but he's just finding it hard to make a decision. So I'm just putting that over there. He wants to just keep his emotions to himself at the moment. I feel like he can't decide whether to come forward because he doesn't want to get into that emotional thing. You know, he just wants to carry on, be practical in his material world, in his work, in his job, in his day-to-day living, and not really dig into those deep emotions, which is quite interesting actually, because this card was actually for those in the pile 1, and I don't know the meaning of these cards. I wait for the guys to tell me, and what they were saying is, like, this card is to sort of let you know there's just this undeniable deep connection between you, and he feels it from time to time. And it's like when you walk in a forest or a meadow or something like that, and you just see this beautiful spot and the shafts of light come through the trees, and you're just mesmerized by it, you know, and there's just something magical and words can't describe it. And he just has this connection with you, and he just maybe doesn't understand it. And I was saying in the earlier reading that you are divine counterparts. You were supposed to be together. You know, you were created to be together, no matter what's going on in this crazy world down here. In the spiritual realms, you were supposed to be together, and I can't believe it's come out twice. He has a real desire to manifest a reunion for you. A real desire to manifest a reunion with you, a reconciliation. I think that he's maybe thinking or planning how that could happen, but he's just feeling all these swords and loss and all that sort of thing. I feel like he might speak to you, maybe this isn't send a message. I feel like he might speak to you. I feel like, I don't know if it's possible for some of you that he might pass by your house, something like that, and actually physically speak to you, maybe just to test the water. That's the feeling that I'm getting. He might speak to you on the phone. I feel like this is more in person for most of you. And I think this card is always a reminder that he loves your voice. There's something about your voice that he absolutely loves and is missing at the moment. So let's have a look at this card, because I don't know what the meaning is. So I'm just going to wait a few seconds for them to tell me what this is. I'm sort of getting the message that your wishes do come true. Magic, I'm getting it, I'll just say it as I hear it. Magic does exist. Magic exists. Wishes come true. Nature is on your side. Unknown things can happen. There's mysteries in life. Mysterious energies in life. Sorry, I should be doing that to you. I have to look at it while I'm doing it. There's mysterious energies in life. There's portals that connect people. There's special places that take us into other dimensions. And this is where you and your loved one connect, in this other dimension. This is why you're so deeply connected. Magic happens all the time. Magic is all around us all the time. And let me do it this way so you can see it while I'm feeling it. Okay, so while I'm looking, you can see it. So my nail isn't dirty, by the way. I was, what was that happened to my hand? I was doing something. I was painting. Okay, so yeah, there's magic everywhere. all the time. The universe is magical. The universe operates completely different to our day-to-day lives. The same reason why we don't understand why we connect with somebody sometimes is that same energy on a circle like this, a fairy circle. There's unspoken things happening in the world all the time that we can't see. And the solid walls around us, our homes and that, can't stop the magic. Our day-to-day lives can't stop the magic. Wishes come true all the time. Anything can happen. You can manifest anything. Everything is possible. There's no limits on anything. There's no limit on love. There's no limit on location. There's no limit on possibilities. Right now, you're in this sacred space and they're asking you to make a wish right now, and that wish will come true for you. Wow, I wasn't expecting that, guys. Wasn't expecting that. Wow, okay. So let's just do one more card. I hope you got that message nice and clear. Okay. Yeah, you're just joined. You're infinitely joined. Keep defending your position in love. Okay, keep strong in this. And welcome the beautiful healing from the universe. When it offers you healing, accept it. So I think what it's saying here is there's a huge possibility of him coming back, but there's a lot of loss that he's feeling, okay? And just keep your energy like this. And anything's possible. That's what they're saying. So there's a huge possibility he's coming back, especially with this card. But I feel like it's still open. It's still open. It's not one way or the other. So when he decides he's coming, you'll know about it. Okay? And the cards will know about it. But at the moment he's undecided, but it's not for a lack of love. It's just the heartache and the dynamic that you've had here, maybe a third party situation, something like that. Just rely on the universe to manifest things in its own time. Okay, I hope that helped, guys. I hope you got a lot from that. Okay, please leave a comment if that resonates. Thank you. So this is for everyone that picked pile 3. That's my new card. I absolutely love it. I'd love to go and see Monet's water lilies. You can go to his house, apparently. Okay, so I don't know what this card means at the moment, so we'll have a look. So let's see what's under here. So as I lay these cards out, I just want to thank all my subscribers. It's been wonderful when everybody subscribes. It helps me so much. And also for anyone that wants to book a private session with me, it's 1 hour for tarot reading, and I only charge £25 because I feel like everyone should have access to tarot. So what have we got here? We've got Cry, Touch, Sun, which is fabulous, Unlock, Justice, and the 5 of Wands with the water lily. So this has been a really interesting session tonight because, sorry if the table wobbles, guys, if you're new here, because I'm traveling. So sometimes my camera wobbles, and they've just asked me to put my phone is going to go dead. So I just need to put that in. Cool. Okay, so we're charging as well. All right. Yeah, so sometimes the table wobbles. It's a basic setup, but the message is more important. So the question is, will he come back? You have a very, very strong card here of reconciliation. But I feel with this reconciliation of him coming back, there might be quite a lot for you guys to sort out. But what I love about this card is it comes in the tarot deck after the Wheel of Fortune dips not in your favour. You know, the Wheel of Fortune changes from it's in your favour to not in your favour. And then this is actually a woman, and she comes along and she brings balance and harmony back into your life, and she brings justice back into your life. And I always say with this card, justice is not revenge. It's not scratching his BMW or something like that. Justice is about you getting out of this relationship, which you should have always received in the first place. The recognition, the love, the support, the security, the safety, the joy, the happiness, and all that. But there is a lot of material things to sort out here, whether it's verbal agreements, written agreements, you know, contracts or whatever it is. There is a lot to sort out. Whether you go ahead and sort them out or not, you know, is up to you guys. But that's suggesting the nature of the reconciliation. And there's been a lot of upset here. He's actually been very upset, and you might be surprised to hear that. And I'm just looking at this card here actually, because these cards, sorry if I'm yawning, what I've noticed is that I'm not actually tired, but I feel like my spirit guides make me yawn. Maybe they're trying to exercise my vocal cords. What I feel like is with him, everything on the surface is looking all fine and dandy. Maybe he's acting all normal and all the rest of it. And underneath there's all these emotions. I feel like he's missing your touch, and only your touch will do. Nobody's touch is like your touch. The way no one can touch him the way that you touch him if he's moved on to somebody else. It's your hands, your body, your skin, your warmth, your love, your caress, your stroking, your tenderness. That's what he wants. Okay. And what I feel here is that there's been quite a lot of confusion between the two of you. The confusion in this card always is quite small, but it's significant enough to, it's petty here. It's petty, but it's grown out of proportion, and it's caused a lot of confusion between the two of you. And I feel here like he really, really wants to get back to that place of joy and happiness, you know, where he was getting all this wonderful touching from you. It's not only about your touch, it's about, you know, he wants to touch you, you know, he wants to touch you more than any other person. He wants to feel your body, your skin, your curves, your softness. That's what I'm feeling. And he wants to get back to this really joyful place of this sunshine when it was just heavenly and just blissful. And I'm feeling like this whatever it's happened between you is really unlocking his heart in a way that he didn't expect. And I feel like it's quite transformative as well. And I feel like with this card, it's all these hidden, I love this card. I used a bit of watercolour today. I feel like with this card, it's all the hidden emotions here. The touch, the crying, the unlocking the heart, and the sun. You know, all things that you maybe wouldn't think a guy would really be feeling at that level, you know. And obviously you can switch up the genders, but that male energy, maybe not thinking that he sort of thinks like that. But he is, and he's really desiring it. So yeah, so he's coming forward, and God, that card's just captivating me. I only draw them in about 2 seconds flat. I don't put any real design or anything like that, but it's really drawing me. I've never done watercolours actually. I think I'd really like to get into watercolours. Right, so let's pull another card because, like, let's get back to the practical stuff. When and how? When's he coming? Universe, when's he coming, please? And how? You know, like, what's his attitude going to be? You know, when's he coming and how, please? I think when, actually. When in the tarot is very hard to read. You know, like, it doesn't have weeks and stuff like that. So, let's just, oh my God, is that the, it's not the, no, it isn't. I thought it was the proposal card. We've got a really big proposal theme going on in with these cards. I get a little bit nervous, you know, because it's been coming out so much that I'm just like, are you sure, guys? Because everyone's getting married at the moment after a breakup. So, okay, when's he coming and how's he coming? Ooh, he's coming, right? Listen to this. He's coming, but he's coming in, let's get this right. So I don't want you to misread this. He's coming in a deceptive way. All right, doesn't mean that he's going to deceive you. He's coming, I feel like he's coming when the coast is clear. He's coming when no one can see him. He's coming when the gate, like when there's an opportunity open, the window of opportunity is open. So for some of you, whatever that is, there's some reason why he can't come willy-nilly. He's got to come cloak and dagger. All right, but he's coming forward, and I don't like saying the word S-H-I-T. He doesn't give a damn. When that window of opportunity is coming, he's going to take it, right? He doesn't give a damn what anybody thinks. But for whatever reason, that window of opportunity is not here at the moment, and you will know more about that than anybody else. So I don't know if it's to do with your neighbours, to do with your family, to do with your friends. Like they don't want to see him around. I don't know, or some tricky situation in his life where he just can't pop over. Okay, but when that window of opportunity comes up, he's going to take it. So he is coming. All right. Oh yes, reconciliation, massive reconciliation. He's coming, all right. How soon? Guys, please tell me if you get 6 bouquets of flowers. That's not what the card is about. It's the 6 of Cups, which is under the Lovers. It's the day-to-day living card under the Lovers, which is the major card. But I always see that as 6 bouquets of flowers to like show how much they love you. He loves you. Oh, he loves you. Oh my God, he loves you. Okay, when? When's he coming? Oh, we've got a couple of cards there. Oh, he's watching you online at the moment. Okay. Can I just take a few moments? Isn't this funny, isn't it? Like what we've built in this material world, you know, computers and social media and that, and look at nature. I don't know, I just find that sort of curious, you know, the different the different aspects that we've built. Okay, so he's watching you online. Okay, so at the moment, he's, if I say resting, it's maybe not the right word. He's taken time out and he's going to wait for that opportunity. I don't feel resting is the right word. I feel like, you know, like Braveheart. I don't know if you've watched the movie Braveheart when, what's his name in Braveheart? I can't remember his name. You know, like when he leads the army to battle and the army, the opposing army is running towards them and he goes, hold, hold. Okay, so because he's being strategic. He's being strategic. He's not sleeping or resting, which this card normally, he's being strategic about it. Okay, he's being strategic. I watched Braveheart tonight, actually. Such a great movie. I'm just really curious. I've got a few minutes left, guys, so I hope you don't mind. He's coming back if you want to know. He's coming back. You've got some stuff to sort out. He's waiting for an opportunity, a window of opportunity. And when it comes, he's going to take it and he's not going to give a damn what people think. But there's certain people he can't show that he's going to be around. He is very upset about the current situation, but he's feeling a lot of love, a lot of romance, actually, when I look at that card. You know, like when you look into a pond and you sit and you watch the fish and the pond and it's all beautiful, right? I feel like that's how he thinks about you as well, that you're just this beautiful, enchanting pond. Vision of beauty. He's just wanting this sunshine. This is deep love here. And you've so unlocked his heart. So unlocked his heart. Okay. But I'm just want to take it a bit further because we've got a few minutes. So, ooh, King of Wands. Haven't drawn the King of Wands yet. Yeah, so the King of Wands is a man with a degree of maturity. So he's going to come back with, I must do this justice, actually. He's going to come, the King of Wands he's older, or he has a degree of maturity, or he shoulders the responsibilities in life, you know, his work, his job, his family, his friends, his commitments and stuff like that. Okay, so he does shoulder those responsibilities. But he's really adventurous type, you know, he's really adventurous, he's really exciting. When I say creative, he could literally be creative, or he could just like be excited about life in itself, you know, and, you know, wants to look at everything, wants to do everything, wants to be involved in everything, you know. And he's just very exciting to be around. And he's got the fire energy, you know, which is a bit, this is the same energy here, you know. When he's around, he ignites you. But the flame can go out quite quickly as well. But there's more stability here because it's the king. Yeah, so that's so weird. So that's you at the moment. Okay. So at the moment, honey, you're not feeling the love, okay, of yourself, of your body, of your sensuality, of your future, of your passion, of your desires, okay? And I feel that's because of the separation, and you've really got to get back into this, you know, just open up like the beautiful flowers, be like the pond, be like the water, be like the rippling sounds in the pond, and just release yourself from that. Not only that, he feels you're not available to him. This is the important thing, all right? He feels you're not available. And there's something about different cultures here, different lifestyles. I'm also feeling for the first time with this card, which I've never said before, which is obviously quite obvious. I feel like he'd love to romance you. He'd love to romance you. Oh God, that proposal card keeps peeking out. keeps peeking out. I keep seeing it all the time. Okay, so I think that this is the end of the reading. Okay, so when he comes forward, for some of you, he may offer you a long-term committed relationship. And his desire, if I took those cards there, is a beautiful, loving, committed, joyful relationship. There's no more than the Ten of Pentacles for stabilities. There is more than the Six, but the Six is just such a rush of love here. It's just such a deep rush of love and nostalgia. And the sunshine is what it is. There's no darkness there. It's just sheer joy and delight. So, so it's very possible for some of you, he might offer you this commitment, or for others, he may convey this is what he would desire. But for some of you, it could be like a big, you know, a proper big offer that you can't refuse, really. But for others, it's going to be, he's going to convey this in his interaction with you. And I do feel with this here, whatever's gone on between you, there's going to become a lot of tranquility in your life between you. It's all going to be lovely and tranquil again. You know, when the pond is just nice and even and the fish are just, you know, swimming happily underneath. Yeah, lovely reading, guys, lovely. I hope you enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Very different for me, this reading. Okay, okay, so that's everything at the moment. Please leave a comment if it resonates, and I really enjoyed doing that for you. Okay, thank you, and ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.